Hey guys, it's Rebecca. I hope you can hear me okay. Hopefully the lighting is okay. I do have my ring light here. It's actually right in my head. Just trying to bring some extra light in here since I have a light out in this room. Is that better? Worse? Well, that should be a little better. Who knows? Okay, so I've already done my skincare. I recorded a video earlier. I'm doing like a series of videos, and a lot of people have asked, like, where I've been, why I didn't post on YouTube for over a month. So I figured I would talk about some of that stuff and play with makeup. Now, I've already got skincare on. It's been soaking in. Well, it's been a while. So I'm just going to do what I usually do. And if you have questions, then put them in the chat so I can see them and answer them. But the main reason why I haven't posted, there's two main reasons, to be honest. One is we have new neighbors next door. Our old neighbor who had been there for years, his daughter had moved to Georgia and she needed help with some things, so he moved to Georgia to be closer to her and to help out. So we have new neighbors that bought the house. The guy's from Pennsylvania, and he has literally cut, destroyed, dug up, and burned anything in his yard that he could possibly find. I have never seen somebody destroy a yard as much as I have him. So the old neighbor had several woodworking buildings and stuff like that on his property, several sheds to like keep things in, and the new neighbor has literally torn down all but two buildings on the guy's property, and he has burned all of the guts from the buildings. He's burned everything but the aluminum roof. He has dug up all of the flower boxes, and he has burned all of the railroad ties that were used around the house for like decorations and for flowers and stuff like that. So this guy has been burning every day or every other day literally since he moved in, like non-stop burning. And I don't know if you guys know this, but you should never burn pressure treated wood or chemically treated wood because it's toxic. And my brother and I were like sneezing and coughing, and my dad would come home from work and he would start sneezing and coughing, and I'm like, man, are we all like getting sick? What the heck is going on? We couldn't figure out what was wrong until Dad went out one day and realized the guy had half his yard on fire. We live close to city limits, but we're still considered county. We are on a main highway and another main road that's like an offshoot from the highway. So we get a lot of traffic on this road. And the smoke was so bad from the fire that it was covering the road, covering our yard, covering the neighbor's yard, all of the houses in a one big strip, all like you couldn't see through the smoke. It was so bad some days. And I don't know how he didn't get wrote up for it, but it was bad. We couldn't breathe. and he's still burning, but it's not like every day like it had been. So that was issue number one. Issue number one being the inability to breathe. My face was swollen, my eyes were swollen, my nose was constantly running. Like, this eyelid right here was so swollen, I could barely open it. It hurt so bad. So I wasn't able to like really record anything because I couldn't get through a video. I couldn't get through 2 minutes of a video without sneezing or coughing or wheezing. And I have problems with pleurisy, so that was not a good thing. And so recording videos and stuff just wasn't really a good option for me. There were a couple of videos that I recorded in September, like right before my birthday, that I was able to do, but I was on the far side of our property by the other neighbor's house, so I was a good acre and a half away from the guy that was burning. And that day, thankfully, the wind was blowing towards the neighbor behind him, so we weren't getting inundated with as much smoke. But it literally was so bad we couldn't go outside without choking. We couldn't really do much in the yard without having problems. So I don't know. Inconsiderate is what I would consider it, but I try to be a conscientious person, and he didn't care about the neighbors. Doesn't care about anybody but himself, from what it seems like. My dad went over and helped him do a bunch of things, and he didn't get a thank you, no kiss my foot, no nothing. So I thought that was rude, and so I don't know. It's not how I was raised. So then the other problems that we've been having are internet related. In August, we went several days without internet, and then it would like work, but we were getting like 0.01 for speeds. And I don't know if you guys have ever had problems with internet speeds being like super slow, but we couldn't even get websites to load. We couldn't get pages to load. I was working on my computer and getting what little bit of videos that I had to edited on my computer, and then I would plug my phone into my computer and save this stuff off onto my phone, and then I would upload the videos from my phone to YouTube. Because our internet was so bad, I literally couldn't upload anything, or it would take like 36 to 48 hours just to get one video to upload, which is bad. That's really bad speed. And we've had problems with our service off and on for months, but it had never been that horrendous. So we finally had a technician come out and look at our service and look at our modem and see what was going on. And come to find out, it wasn't our modem, it wasn't what was coming into the modem, it was the actual provider itself. So it was CenturyLink that was having issues, not us. So we thought that our modem had gone bad and that we needed a new modem, because we've had problems like that before where we were getting like really bad speeds and no connectivity or very low connectivity. This stuff is like drying out bad. So before, what they would just do is they would send a tech out, they would look at our stats, and then we would end up with a brand new modem, because that is usually what the problem was. So we thought that's what we needed, because it's been over a year since we've had a new modem, and usually once a year we were having to get a new modem through CenturyLink. And the tech that came out the first week of September told us that they just switched all their services from one system to another, and people that had older modems were like causing the entire system to drop. And so there was one reason why we were losing service, is because if one person like restarted their modem, then it would like knock everybody out within a certain area. And I don't know about you, but I think that's some pretty crappy service right there, to have one modem knock out 100 customers at one time. I don't understand how. So what they would do is they told us that they would flip the customer service off. So the customer would have to call in to CenturyLink and complain that they didn't have any internet. And then the techs would go out to the customer's house and tell them that it was their modem that was bad and force them to get a new modem, even though the modem that they had was working, but because they were on an old system, then it was causing other people to have major outages. So I think it's bad when your ISP literally flips off your internet just so you get a new modem. I don't think that's right at all. But, I guess I'm a little different. So we got that worked out. It took about a week for that stuff to slowly kick in. What we'd ended up doing was getting rid of Prism TV, and then we bumped our speed from 10 megabytes per second up to, I think we're supposed to be getting 25, but the guy told us while he was here, he ran it, and our speeds said that we can handle 70 megabytes per second, but because CenturyLink doesn't offer speeds at that rate in our area, it might show that we're collecting that much speed or bandwidth, but because the ISP doesn't offer that package or that amount of connectivity in our area, they wouldn't allow us to get those speeds. So we did bump up from 10 and 0.8 to 25 and 2. And it didn't kick in like it was supposed to. We were supposed to get, the service was supposed to start on the September 12th. It took another week after that to finally kick in. But then all of a sudden we had all this internet speed, which was great. And then about 3 or 4 days after the internet got updated and we got faster speeds, then we started noticing we were having like intermittent outages, which is what the problem was before. We would have like service for a day, and then next thing we knew, we didn't have any service. Or we would have service for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then the next hour we wouldn't have anything. So we couldn't figure out what in the world was going on. So we ended up without internet again, off and on, basically all day for a week straight. And then we lost internet for 3 days because their system went down. So there was that. And then this latest time we lost internet like 4 different times in October. So the last time I dealt with CenturyLink, because I tweeted about it, we lost internet on a Friday. It didn't come back on until Sunday. We called customer service. My dad and I were both there. I put it on speakerphone, and the lady told us that they were having problems with the system. Everybody in our area that was using internet had no internet. It was out. The technicians knew about it. They would be working on it, and then we should have internet by like 7:40 or 7:45 Sunday morning. So I tweeted about it, uploaded it from my phone, and then Monday morning I get a message from this chick on Twitter saying to DM her, and she ended up DMing me and telling me that there was nothing wrong with our internet. I'm like, look, lady, we didn't have internet, so you're telling me that we did have internet according to your system, but yet we know for a fact we didn't have internet. And she kept calling me by the wrong name, which, people do make mistakes, but the fact that she more or less called me a liar was annoying. So, I don't know. Since then, our internet has been up and down, up and down. We run a speed test and it says it's this, but then we look at what our systems are doing and then it's like down here instead of up here. I guess it's all perspective. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do look-wise. I want to use this little Nomad single, but I don't know. Fighting with the ISP has been annoying and time-consuming, and it just makes you want to rip your hair out, to be honest. It's very frustrating. So all in all, since I'd say the end of August, we've been without internet about a month, month and a half. And you figure my dad, when we switched over to the new plan, our bill was supposed to change too. And our bill was supposed to go from like $300 down to like $60. And September and October's bills both were the same price that he'd always paid. And I think the 5th is when the bill comes out, so tomorrow is when it should come out of his checking account. So we'll see if it's gone down any since then. But if not, I guess I need to make another phone call, because last time I tried to call, I got a runaround. And I kind of hate that. So between allergies and lack of internet, I didn't upload any videos in October. The last video that I posted was right before my birthday in September. And there was other stuff that happened in there as well. There was a lot of stuff that happened to me that kind of put me in one of those funks where it's, do you get online and deal with people when you feel like you've been kicked in the head? And I have a real bad tendency to like snap and bite people's heads off. And I didn't want to do that, so I kind of like stayed away from everything. So anyway, so since the 1st, I've been uploading regularly again. I've been reorganizing things and trying to clean things out and rearrange things and just make things a little bit easier. I have a friend that was supposed to move in with us a few weeks ago, but she still hasn't moved in. Don't know if she still wants to or not. It's up to her, but the offer's still there. So I was kind of rearranging my bathroom and reorganizing things to make room for her. And just like everybody else, life. Flying brush. The other thing that's going on now is I've been a PC gamer for over 20 years. I've been playing Blizzard games since they originally hit the market in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. I still have all my original games, and some of them are even on regular diskettes instead of CDs. So I'm trying to get stuff set up to do live streaming while I'm gaming. But this past weekend, I think Blizzard was having issues with their games because no matter what game I tried to play or what game my dad tried to play, we were having like really slow speeds and internet connection issues. So it wasn't very good. So I know I loaded into a game yesterday, and before the screen even loaded, it had disconnected me, and then the game finally loaded, and it said I came back, but then 3 more people left. And you figure there's a party of 5 of us, and only one person didn't disconnect right at launch. And I tried to play 4 or 5 games of Heroes of the Storm yesterday, and like everybody was dropping like flies. So I'm guessing Blizzard was having problems with their game system. It's the only thing I can think of. And it's funny, hello, the little brush just broke. Dad was playing he was playing World of Warcraft, and about 12:30 yesterday afternoon, he said, well, I think California's awake. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because all of a sudden I started getting lag again. I was like, well, technically it's 9:30 in California. So yeah, people are starting to wake up over there. But it was funny that he made the comment because he said that he could tell that the lag in the game got so much worse after people in California woke up. which, you know, is probably not that, but it's just kind of a funny apropos moment. Kind of hard to do eyeliner when the mole in your eye doesn't let you. Okay. Of course. So if you guys are interested in watching me live stream like Heroes of the Storm, Diablo, World of Warcraft, Overwatch, I just downloaded Destiny 2, even StarCraft. I've got StarCraft, I have Arcade. Those are all the like games that I play that are online, other than, you know, little cheapy Facebook games. I even have mobile apps that I play, but it's kind of hard to stream those. Because in order to stream from your mobile device, you have to have the app open. And in order to play the game, you have to have that open. Yeah. Got mascara right on the brim. Well, maybe that's eyeliner. That's probably eyeliner. I'll wait for the mascara to dry and then I'll get it off. But yeah, I streamed for a little bit last night, but my latency was so bad on the game that it was like I'd walk forward, and then next thing I knew on my screen I was like, ugh. I was like, okay, that's not good. 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. I mean, what kind of content do you guys want to see? Do you want to see more hair and makeup stuff? Do you want to see reviews? Do you want to see makeup looks? Do you want to see some of the gaming stuff that I do? I mean, I had fun doing it's not even a declutter, it was a organizational video. The one that I posted Sunday? I recorded it Saturday, so I think it went up yesterday. But I actually had a lot of fun doing that, and then watching it back was like so satisfying. I felt so accomplished getting, because the majority of that makeup and stuff was all stacked on my bathroom counter. So I never had any counter space. Like right now, I've got set out exactly what I need, and then when I'm done using it, I can put it all back away. And I only have 1 or 2 things left on my bathroom counter, and I don't have to worry about taking up too much space. Okay. Now, a while back I got these lip products. This one is like super pale, and I absolutely detest it. So what I think I'm going to try and do is like combine the two. And I'm not really a liquid lipstick person. I'm a lipstick person, like bullet lipstick person. And this one I had problems with not drying down last time, so I figured if I put a thin layer on. Okay. I think that's everything I'm gonna do. Anyways, I've been blabbing on for half an hour. I'm not gonna worry about doing lashes or anything like that right now. I'm just gonna go sit at my computer and edit another video. I've got one uploading to YouTube now. It should be up. It said it had like an hour and a half to upload, so And I've been doing this for 35 minutes, so it should have an hour left. So by the time I get back out there, it won't take quite as long, but then I can maybe get another video edited. I worked on 2 yesterday, and I've got 2, no, I did 1 today and 2 yesterday, so I'm just trying to get stuff done and doing things a little differently. It's nice to be able to just turn around and put everything right away. But I will be posting more on YouTube, trying to get back into the swing of things and trying to keep everybody updated on what's going on. And I will do another video that's separate that talks about the personal thing in life that happened. For those that are interested, you can watch it. If not, you know, it's there. But I will see you guys in another video. Hopefully you liked the makeup look. Oh, I didn't even show you the makeup look. Let me bring it up here where I am. And yes, I've got mascara right there. But this is the makeup look I did. Just something light. And because I have really good eyelashes, I didn't put lashes on. So I didn't mess with false lashes today. Lip color, a little brown. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more rose in it. I think I can fix that. It's a little better. This is a L'Oreal Color Reshine, and this is in Glossy Garnets. I love this stuff. I like it so much I have 3 different colors. But I'm not going anywhere fancy, and I'm not doing anything special. I'm just chilling. But sometimes you get in one of those funks and you just... I was tired of sitting on the computer, tired of, you know, working on the computer, so I figured I would take a break from the computer and come in here and play with makeup. I mean, I got a face, didn't have anything on it. And then when I record my video tonight, because I'm doing a one thing versus another, it'll be a good test to see how well the one product works versus the other to get my makeup off. So I will see you guys in another video. Hopefully you like this little live stream. If you have questions, leave them down below. I don't ever post like those Q&A things on Instagram or Twitter because I always forget. I do these things spur of the moment, so it's like the wild hair. You know, you get a wild hair and you go do something. So anyways, if you like these, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share this or any of my other videos. And if you're not a subscriber and you would like to be, then click the subscribe button down below. It actually does help me out, especially, you know, since I am... Every day I log on and I lose 1 or 2 subscribers, and the reason why it says closed account. I'm like, okay. So people are either leaving YouTube or they just haven't used their channels in a while and YouTube just closes their account for them. Just like when they unsubscribe you from somebody that you watch on a regular basis. Happens to me all the time. Anyways, I will see you guys in another video. Enjoy the video that will be going up in an hour or so.